Well, I met with Justin this morning, and I think at this point, we both agreed to table discussions on a multi-year contract and potentially revisit it down the road. But right now, our focus will be on preparing for the season.
That was something you were maybe hoping would get done before the season started, right?
Yeah, that was our hope, and I think we both sides made a really earnest effort to try to find common ground and get something done. But in the end, we weren't able to align.
So you're leaving the door open to revisit it immediately after the season, or what?
We'll always leave the door open. Mm-hmm. We'll never close any doors. I think it stems from our profound belief in Justin. He embodies everything we want our players to be. He's a great teammate, a great person, and an exceptional performer. So I know there remains the desire for on our side for him to be here long term, and I think he'd like to be here long term. So that's a good common ground to start with. Just at this moment in time, we weren't able to align on the right contract for him.
Because just judging from the fan reaction, they're thinking this is over. So you want to make clear that it's not?
We're fortunate that Justin's here for this year, mm-hmm. and we're not going to close any doors. There will be other junctures in time that we can explore, an extension with him. It's just not right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, Chris, it is possible you could revisit it mid-season or some point?
Our preference is during the season is to allow everybody to focus on the season and not have any distractions. But if there's the right time in the future to reopen things, we're open to it.
Chris, how much do future payroll obligations, guys that are going to be arbitration eligible, things like that, how much does that factor into what you would, presumably have to give Masterson in a deal like that?
Yeah, that's a consideration. I think the thing that we want, and I know Justin wants, is to be part of a championship caliber team. So what we need to do is look at, how we fairly compensate players, but fit them within the constructs of what we expect our payrolls will be moving forward.
Do you see that as an obstacle?
Not as an obstacle, but a consideration. And again, I think we made an earnest effort to try to get something done. I'll stay away from the specifics of things, but we made a very competitive offer within the marketplace for contract extensions for starting pitchers.
Chris, the one thing though, the numbers that are thrown out there really doesn't look, they look global.
Right.
For you guys.
Yeah, and again, we'll stay consistent, not commenting on specifics, but I would say what's been written isn't accurate. Or at least what I've seen written in terms of values is not accurate.
When he had made it clear that he wanted to maybe work out a shorter term deal, did that make you think at the time that you were going to be able to get something done?
There were times in the process where we felt we were closer than others. But again, it's one of the reasons why I refrain from commenting, is that close doesn't mean you get a deal done.
Chris, what have you thought about his preparation for the season amongst all of this going on?
Justin is incredible that way. He's been able to compartmentalize it. It hasn't affected in any way the work that he's done, the teammate that he is, how he interacts with players, coaches, the front office. The dynamic's been the same. You wouldn't know that Justin was going or working through any other considerations contract-wise by the way he's gone about his business. He's been a consummate professional.
I'm sorry, when you talked to him today, what was his response?
He was great. I think Justin expressed appreciation, in our desire and to keep him here beyond this year, and appreciated the efforts that both sides made to try to get something done, because it's been a fairly lengthy process that dates back, really to the start of the year.
So would you say it would be wrong for fans to consider this just like Sabathia, Lee, Victor Martinez, that kind of thing?
Well, our focus is we want to make sure Justin's a big part of our team. Mm-hmm. He's going to start opening day for us, and we're counting on him to lead us to a postseason and then hopefully to a World Series. And that's right now our focus. And again, where things lead after that, and if we have another opportunity to revisit things with Justin, we're open to doing that.
When you talked with him this morning, did you describe his mood toward everything? Or no?
It was a very typical morning for Justin, and a very typical interaction. So he handled things as he always does.
Are you prepared, though, that this could be kind of like a PR hit at a bad time when you're about to open the season?
Our job is to, again, build the best team we can and make the decisions we think are in the best interest of the organization moving forward. So I'm hopeful that our fans remain excited about the team we have, and Justin's a big part of that.